Peace Collective. My name is Kay and I'm a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. Let's get started with this reading and see what messages are coming out for y'all. So I do have intuitive messages that I have to relay, and the one that I had to relay today is about the importance of sisterhood. And I really got this message very strongly even when I was waking up. Just the power of having people around you, especially as a woman, having women around you who you admire, who you respect, who you appreciate, who you trust, who you love, and vice versa, of course, because love is a two-way street. And I kind of feel like you could be understanding the value of sisterhood or just deep connections of trust and love and support. And I see that some of you could be having more friendships coming into your life when I'm literally pulling out, I haven't even pulled the cards out yet, but this card is here. And this series card just represents women and motherhood and stuff. That's why it says nurture on it with the flowers. It's kind of symbolic of the Empress because she grows things, she brings things to life. And we all know that mothers, they bring things to life. They create children. So some of y'all, you create life in your own way. You're creating life around your hobbies or your interests, or you're creating your life around your skills. But it's about understanding the support and having people there who are genuine, okay? I feel like genuine sisterhood is something that you could be blessed with in this lifetime. And I'm seeing that you could have new friendships coming along the way, and these people are really going to appreciate you and nurture you. And this could be women entering your life in particular who are helping to uplift you as well. So, fun fact about bees. If enough bees get together, they can actually alter the weather. And that was kind of the fact that I kind of woke up to just being very heavily focused on. And bees are mostly female as well. The same as with ants too, they're mostly female. So that's why I was thinking of like just relating that to the power of sisterhood, because we are all connected to nature, y'all. We are nature. So there's no reason why you can't look at anything happening in nature and you can't relate it or relate it to something that's happening in your life, because that is where we began. And Luna's also walking around on the table, so don't mind her. She's a girl's girl, so you don't have to worry about her. So let's see what else we have going on. Let's see. So I'm pulling from the astrology oracle deck I have. So we have the 4th house coming out, which represents family, and not just family. Family is not just about blood. It's about people you choose, who are your chosen family. So it's really about finding people in your life who just connect with your heart and fill you with love, okay? They make you want to love, and they want you to feel love and accept love. So I feel like some of y'all could actually be blessed with loving relationships very soon. If you're in a relationship with someone, I feel like this is a positive sign that you and their mother will get along, or both of your mothers will get along, especially if you are getting to know someone. I feel like there's something about family being important here, and someone's family will love you. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear that, but someone's family will definitely like adore you. They're going to appreciate you for real. Cancer is the 4th house sign, and the planet is the moon. So some of y'all can have that significant in your chart somewhere. Pay attention to your moon sign. It's going to represent your relationship with, could actually represent your relationship with women, especially your mother. It can also talk about your childhood things, because again, like most of us deal with our parents in childhood, or at least mother figures in childhood. So think of how your relationship with women has changed over time since you were a child until now. And some of y'all could be coming on the opposite end, where maybe you had wounded relationships with women, but you're kind of starting to understand that it's still important to seek out sisterhood, even if it's not with people who have hurt you before, and understanding that even if one woman hurt your feelings, or even a couple, 5, 10 women hurt your feelings, there are probably 1, 2 to 3 women out of those people you've encountered who were genuine, and maybe you overlooked them, maybe you took them for granted. So it's also about taking personal responsibility for the ways that you overlook and underappreciate things, because the moon represents things that are hidden. And sometimes when things are hidden, we miss them, and it's not like intentional. Sometimes it's just under our nose. Like, you need more light to be able to know what's going on. So I feel like some of y'all could be seeing that some things are being revealed to you right now, especially things that were hidden, or it could be in like a friendship with women that you're kind of seeing secrets come out about this or something like that, because the moon is kind of coming out saying like, hey, these secrets are being revealed, and what's done in the dark will always come to light. And especially when I think of like the moon phases in particular, because when it's a full moon, that means it has 100% illumination. It's all of the moon is being lit by the sun. Then when it's a new moon, it's 0% illumination. There is no light. It's hidden. You can't see it. It's just like it's looking at a shadow. So it's just kind of represents the different phases that we go through in life, and how everything in life will kind of come with time sometimes. Like sometimes we just have to wait things out to see the truth and for light to come in, because the moon is always moving in cycles, and it also affects the tides on our earth. So I also like to relate the moon to water as well, because of how much it influences our earth. And also just a reminder of how connected we are to nature again, because if it can affect the tides, I'm sure it can affect us too. So let's see what else is coming out with the oracle, and just get more information, I guess, about like these female connections, or even familial connections. Some of y'all could be healing your relationship with your family, building a deeper bonds. Some of y'all could be starting a family, getting a dog with someone, or having children with someone. This is like establishing roots somewhere where you can genuinely call home, somewhere where you have a community, people to support you, a village, if even. Let's see. Ascendant. Ascendant. So ascendant talks about like the way that you appear to everyone else, like the rest of the world. So I feel like with this fourth house right next to the ascendant card, you could be coming off as someone who is very nurturing and very, very empathetic. And it may not even feel that way to you, but I feel like the way that you're coming off is maybe, I feel like it's almost like people can just tell, even by the way that you look, your facial expressions while they're speaking, or your body language. It's the small things that you do that communicate to people that you are who you are, and that you are who you say you are. And I feel like a lot of people right now are saying like you come off as a very, very loving person, very, very nurturing, very affectionate, and you have a heart full of gold. Honestly, I feel like you have a lot of love to give. Okay, that's what I think of when I see these cards coming out. This is how people are seeing you. And when it comes to physical appearance, I think I'm not that good with the ascendant physical traits, so please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on any of these. But I believe that Cancer risings usually have like a fuller face, like they may have like chubbier cheeks, or they may have like just certain features that give them a rounder face. And also Cancer also represents the breast too, so some of y'all may have some really nice boobies. Okay, and Cancer also is like paleness too, because of the color of the moon. Is like a white grayish color, I don't know, but it can represent like pale features, like pale skin, or even I feel like it represents, this is kind of like, I'm kind of going on a little bit of a tangent here, but it does represent pale skin, but I think of it more like what's her name, the dark features with pale skin, if that makes sense. Like a Morticia Adams is kind of like the idea that I'm thinking of, someone with pale skin but maybe darker features, like darker hair but pale skin or something like that. And also soft skin too can be associated with Cancer. And Cancer also, yeah, it rules the breast area, which is around our heart chakra. So again, that's like, you know, your love, the way that you love. And also when I think of the heart, I always think of oxygen. Like you literally need oxygen to going to your heart so that you can survive. So I think of how everything that we do in life, as long as we are breathing, should be done in love. I know it sounds kind of corny, but like it really does affect like your heart health long term. To hold on to even certain beliefs, it can impact your health. So that's why I like to relate it to even like the physical body, because everything really is connected. And sometimes even holding on to like emotional baggage can affect like our weight, for example, or some of you, like you may notice you may have problems like losing weight, for example, and then you notice that when you cut off certain people in relationships or friendships who are bringing you down, and then all of a sudden it's so easy to lose weight. It's things like that that kind of reveal to us that it's sometimes our issues that we're dealing with are a lot deeper than the surface. So that's kind of what I think of when I think of the fourth house, that a lot of the issues you're dealing with are deeper than anticipated. And that's also what comes to mind with the ocean and the fourth house and the love and the moon and everything, is that there's always like a story behind what the moon is going through. It's not just cut and dry. People can make assumptions, but there's just a lot of depth, and it's only for people who are willing to go there, who are willing to see the light or even wait for the light to come. So there is a crow singing, I guess, talking, yapping behind me, so you may hear her or him, them speaking. There's been a lot of crows around here recently, but I haven't seen the owl. Lots of lizards too. So I'm gonna now pull from the Horror Tarot deck. This is a new deck in the collection, and I'm really excited to see, like, I feel like when I get to tarot cards, that's when like the real specific stuff comes out, and I can start actually like diving deep into what's going on. And just a little bit more stuff to like lighten the mood, I guess, is with the ascendant and the fourth house. I feel like a lot of y'all very loving people, and you need to know that you have a heart, and it shows. And you're very fiercely protective over who and what you love, and that also shows. You don't play about them. And you kind of are setting the bar for other people who haven't had that in their life. They don't even know, like, it's foreign to them, you know? So it's like coming across someone in a different culture or something, and you're like, I have never experienced this in my life before. So some of y'all, it's just the way that you love. That's a new experience for some people, and sometimes people take that for granted. They don't recognize it. They're not emotionally intelligent enough to recognize it when it's there in front of them. But it is what it is. Like, we still move on. And some of y'all could be creating deeper bonds with friends right now, and prioritizing love and prioritizing people who genuinely care about you. Crow said, I know that's right. I'm trying to shuffle more on camera, so y'all know I'm not throwing the cards out, even though I hope y'all trust me enough to know I don't have time to be doing all that. Okay, there's a lot of wands coming out. That's interesting. We have suits, suit of wands, suit of swords. Let's see, I'm gonna move these over a little bit. Let's see. This is the King of Wands, the Page of Wands, and what is this one? The Eight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like what you need to know, so starting with the King of Wands, let's start there. So the King of Wands is someone usually in a masculine energy, does not have to be a man, but just someone who comes off as like they can be like very dominant, like the words that you see on here, like they care about their honor, they're confident, just masculine energy. They carry that vibe about them. They call the shots type of thing. There's someone around you or in your energy who definitely has an eye on you. This could be a fire sign. And one thing I will say about the King of Wands, he be having that thing on him, okay? I'm not gonna get into detail, this is not Patreon, but the King of Wands be knowing how to put it down, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. So I feel like a lot of y'all actually could be dealing with somewhat new love soon. And I think the King of Cups came out in our previous reading. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe the King of Cups came out in the other deck that we got. So I feel like a lot of y'all could be experiencing love from people soon, and especially from masculine energies. And I feel like, again, luckily you have the King of Wands coming out, which means that this person will be established and ready to love. They're not going to be a page, even though you will be approached by a page. I was going to get to that. You do also have a page who's going to approach you. This could also be another fire sign. This person, although they're new, I feel like this person could be younger than you too. The Page of Wands is like a rookie, like he's not the king, you know? So I feel like, again, this is like someone who maybe thought that they could rush things or something, or they're just not mature enough to maintain a long-term relationship. I feel like you will be having options in your life in this lifetime for what you want, especially when it comes to pursuing things you're passionate about. You will have options. but I feel like you'll have to be learning to follow your intuition and what your body is telling you. And with the Eight of Swords here, this is kind of telling me that some of y'all could be feeling trapped, and you're not really as trapped as you think you are. You could be setting yourself up by having limiting beliefs about what you deserve or what to expect in relationships or love, because the Eight of Swords is basically about feeling trapped but not actually being trapped. It's almost like an illusion that was made up in our minds, or it's like a prison that we've created in our heads that keeps us stuck in our thoughts. Y'all, I keep splitting the deck and this King of Cups coming out. Y'all, there's definitely some new love in the air, so don't be surprised if you see me with a new boo soon. I'm just saying, like, because the cards don't be lying, even for me. So yeah, I feel like there's definitely love in the air here, and some of y'all may not be interested. You could just be focused on yourself and focused on your passions, because the Wands is usually like busy with my hobbies, busy with my goals. And usually fire signs, especially like Aries placements, Leos, they like to start businesses, they like to work for themselves or be self-employed or something like that. It's very very fire sign coded energy to not want to be the boss, pretty much. So yeah, I feel like some of y'all see with King of Wands, Page of Wands, I'm hearing choose wisely or something like that. Or there could be someone who is like a family of yours who could be interested in one of your friends. Okay, I know some of y'all don't like that, but I just a heads up. I do feel like it's going to be genuine. If it is a connection, it's not going to be something that's going to cause like drama between the family or anything. But I feel like there could be like a union of families happening. And there could even be like a marriage on the horizon, because there's a lot of water sign energy and fire energy, which is like love and passion mixed together. And it kind of gives like that Romeo and Juliet vibe, where it's like, oh, I'm in love, and I'm in, you know, like you're in the honeymoon phase and stuff. Like, that's what it gives. And also fire signs and fire energy can be very impatient. It's not the fastest sign, it is like the second fastest, but it can also just be very impatient. Like fire signs don't want to wait. They don't like, nah, I want it right now, right here, right now. So that could be a vibe that you're in right now, where you're just like, if I want it, I'm gonna get it. And also the King of Wands is also someone who is very determined to get what they want, because they know what they want. So there's definitely someone who's like, you are who I want, and I'm not like letting anyone else like get in between us. Yep. There's definitely a love in the air, lots of love in the air, collective. So I feel like I'm probably gonna finally use my love thumbnails that I have out here, because I have been waiting to use those, because I feel like the readings haven't been like giving love all the time. But this reading in particular, I do feel like there is love in the air for sure, and it's genuine. And I feel like this could actually lead to a marriage or a union that is going to be long lasting. Yes, there's going to be very much loyalty. You and this person, I feel like what's going to draw you to this person is that like what you believe or something. Like you guys have a similar thought process. Like if you're spiritual, they're going to have the same thought process. Or if you're religious, they're going to have a similar thought process to the way that you think. And you know how you can be in community with someone who's like of the same religion or of the same spiritual belief system or whatever, and you don't feel as connected to them, or there are certain parts of the belief system that resonate with you more than other parts, and you want to like meet people who resonate with those parts that you resonate with. That's what I feel is coming out with the King of Wands. You're meeting someone who resonates with you spiritually and emotionally, and is kind of like on your vibration. And I feel like this person is really, they want to like help elevate you too, or they could like own a business, so they could be like wanting to help you out, like give you money or resources that can help you grow if you are also trying to do that. Yeah, we dare you to look at this world from this point of view. The Hanged Man above the King of Wands is like, you could also be changing this person's perspective, presenting them with new information, and vice versa. So I like that. It seems like you guys are both intellectually stimulating each other. You're able to hold conversations and able to like just be interested in the other person. And it shows. Okay. Suit of Wands, number 7. Yeah. So I've been kind of trying to skip over this Page of Wands, because I feel like this could be another person, but this could also just be like energy around you. If it's not about love, this could be a friendship where like someone just tried to rush things with you and maybe it just fell apart. This person is feeling like super duper protective over whatever it happened or however it ended. This person could be very defensive, and even like this could be ego stuff too. Like this person has too much of an ego to admit where they're at in life or something like that. So they're very defensive over like what they have, even though it's not very much. Okay, the crow said I second that, so I'm gonna just go with that. So you're definitely dealing with someone who could have been jealous. Okay, whenever I deal with like fire sign energy, that jealousy can be really strong. If it's not coming from the fire sign, it'll be someone else towards that fire sign. And like fire sign energies can just, especially like, sorry y'all, I'm getting my words mixed up. Fire sign energies and Pluto or Scorpio placements, they can attract a lot of jealousy, a lot of envious people because of who you are, because of the energy that you embody. And when people are unhealed, they will get triggered and they will blame you for triggering them and not themselves for not healing those parts of them that are triggered. So I feel like some of y'all could be dealing with projections. 4th house placement, it's a mirror. So again, you are mirroring to other people the work that they need to do, the work that they haven't done yet. And some people are going to see this as a challenge to be taken up in excitement, and then other people are going to be like, oh, it's too much work. Like, you know, like they don't care. They're not dedicated to the things they're dedicated to. But let this kind of like be a season for you to weed out who is genuinely down for you and who's just here for the fun and who's just here for the ride. Because you guys have a lot to look forward to in your life for yourselves, collective. So I feel like a lot of y'all are gonna have a lot of people talking because it's just who you are. And if you were a nobody, they wouldn't even be talking about you in the first place. And when people talk about them, no one cares, no one listens. So honestly, I feel like the only thing that some of these people have is that they're your friend, or they're your homegirl, or they're whoever to you, your boyfriend, whatever. And some of y'all, you kind of let people get away with taking advantage of your kindness for far too long. So it's like once you're done, you're just done. That's it. You burned the bridge, now it's gone, and I'm not rebuilding it. So I feel like that's kind of the vibe I get, especially with the pseudo wands. You could just be feeling protective, like, no, I'm not putting up with this Page of Wands energy when I have a King of Wands, you know? And yeah, I feel like you could be teaching, you could be like someone's karmic lesson. Like, I feel like someone's definitely getting their karma for whatever they have done or didn't do, because now they're kind of feeling regretful and even nostalgic when they think about you, kind of wishing you would come back or praying for a miracle that you'll come back, because you're just like, I'm not interested. You could have tried to tell these people like, hey, this person doesn't have your best interest. This person is jealous, or this person is weird. They didn't want to listen. They thought you were a hater. And then that person ends up doing what you said, and then they realize, but it's like, for you it's too late. Like, you should have listened to me and trusted me the first time. Like, now I'm dealing with people who actually believe me when I say it, so it's not a big deal to me. So don't take people for granted, especially if you really love and care about them. At least not intentionally, of course. So again, this is about you growing your love, growing your passions, and more birds have been like coming by since I started this reading. So I'm telling you, there's a lot of people who are yapping about you right now, both good and bad, collective. Because I feel like there's people who are saying like, you that girl, okay, you got it going on, and you may be keeping your secrets right now with the 4th house. You may be keeping some of it hidden, but they know that you're like the type of person that'll be rich but pretends they're poor. So you may not like tell everybody what you have going on, but they get a vibe from you, collective. They kind of get an energy from you that you are just not like everyone else. And this Queen of Cups is kind of like the full circle moment, in my opinion, for like these readings, that you and someone else are definitely coming into union. You may not see this yet, okay? Sometimes things happen unexpectedly, very quickly, especially with the wands. So just keep going, because you definitely have a lot of love to look forward to in your future, and you are unforgettable. Honestly, I feel like that is a big message here. You are very unforgettable to everyone, whether it's friends, family, boyfriend, I don't know. People are not going to forget you and the impact you've had on their life, especially the love that you gave to them. That's the most memorable thing. It's like you really made people feel cared for. You actually made them feel like they were seen and heard, and like their input mattered. And I feel like it's a wake-up call for a lot of people too, that if they don't get it together, they're gonna miss out. Even if it's not with you, it's gonna be with someone else who's similar to you. Or, you know, like, I feel like it's about people realizing that sometimes they mess up a good thing because of their own doing. And yeah, I'm getting lots and lots of moon cards. I'm telling y'all, the feminine energy in this reading is strong. Shout out to the Black Madonna, the Virgin Mary. That's the girl. She is that girl, like, period. Same with nature. Nature's that girl too, you know. And yeah, shout out to the crows too, because they decided to join us for this reading and start yapping. So I really appreciate you all for coming to this reading. My name is Kay. I have the pleasure of being your reader today, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Peace.